pretty well, I think. USAShadow's
I
new to
think
the
so.
game, so they're going to have to get carried by the TheTylernol and Himikia. Timbim, ChocobosX, they're all solid players, so that should work out okay. So I would just say
Well,
USA
USA.
Shadow. You just want to play conservatively and stick with your team, and it should all work out.
Well, he was saying in chat that he wanted to try jungle, actually.
Uh,
If you remember that.
yeah, we'll see what happens. We're gonna go ahead and fire the game up. You would probably. I mean, you can. What you want to do is you want to not be looking at the stream. If you want to listen to any feedback we give you, that's okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But you want to pick something pretty easy. So what's on the free rotate? Well, I mean, by the time he hears us, the timer's going to be up. So I guess there's not really much point.
They've got to figure that out on their own. Do we stream tomorrow? We don't usually stream on Fridays, but we might start. Lady Nizumi, thanks for the follow.
Yeah, we very well might.
Terrelfer may start running the stream on Fridays. We'll see what happens. So just follow us on Twitter or here, and you'll see when we pop up.
Yeah,
Pyro with the apple pie. I'm not a fruit pie person, but they do smell wonderful.
Yeah, not huge on the pie myself. Wow. All right, Demon Genesis, thanks for showing up, man. Timbim gonna random, Himika gonna random, Arab gonna random.
Ooh,
Looks like we have a jungle dibs. Please lock that in. Please lock that in. I want to see that. I want to see that so bad.
Oh boy.
Come on, man.
That's going to be
Do
rough. USA Shadow, yeah. Ashabel Tact is going to be solid for your first game. She's going to be able to just throw those Qs out. You start with the Q, and you can just throw them out like forever and ever and ever. Amen.
Yep.
We're looking at a Gladiator Mara on the other side, which is going to be pretty solid. I'm going to just say the Dibs jungle is going to have a rough time, but hey.
He needs a good solid leash, but once he gets going, he comes all right. But the thing about a jungle dibs, it doesn't matter where he is. As soon as he's level 6, he can gank.
He can get anywhere,
at any time.
Yeah. He can be in the bottom, like clearing out of something, and then go all the way across and take it. He can go in to steal a well, and then ult out, like to the other well. Like, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. You might not have the fastest clear, but them ganks, though. Them ganks. Just absolutely crazy. Moy, I hope you can do it, man. I would love to see that pull out a win. I'm not saying I know casters are not supposed to be biased, but how can I not be biased for jungle dibs?
All right, I'm going to let you introduce everything real quick, and I'm going to run and grab a drink. I'll be right back.
All right, sounds good. Well, on the Spirit team, we've got USAShadow playing the Tactician Ashabel. Looks like leaning with him is going to be the TheTylernol on his classic Fenmore. He did some work yesterday on Fenmore, surviving some crazy things with a power Fenmore. We've got TimDib95 on the Hunter Dibs. Oh boy, I can't tell you how hyped I am for that. And it looks like in the top lane, we've got Himika. Looks like a Warden loadout, going to be playing Tactician Reyna. And, a little bit of an early invade by the Spirit team Basco. But looks like he just did that to drop down a ward, just so we can see the timing on the buff. And then ChocobosX is going to be playing the Gladiator variant for the top lane here. Also for the Spirit team, we've got, as we saw, RexxDraconem playing Hunter Basco, going to be assisted in the top lane by TheBro playing a Gladiator Tess. Riding in on TheBro is going to be the Tactician Mina. Mina Tess is going to be a threat. That's almost as scary as a Dibs for getting all the way across the map. Very, very, very fast. In the bottom lane for the Spirit team, we've got the TheSteelArab on a Tactician King of Masks, supporting a Gladiator Mara by FestiveCaptain. Looks like both players are going to start at their power. Now, Basco did actually put a ward on the enemy armor. I don't know if he actually wants to go for that now. But then again, he did see the ward from the mortal side, actually. So I don't know if he wants to actually go for that armor. So maybe those two wards are actually dead right now. A little bit of fighting up here in the top lane. But hang on, what did Dragon try to link here? I mean, all I saw was the... I see it highlighted, so maybe he put my name on there, but I don't see anything here. All right, looks like bottom lane, we got a little bit of action here. It looks like Hunter Dibs coming in already for a gank already. He's going to land the Ripple. Nightmare goes down, and there's the first blood to Dibs. Oh, my God.
Jungle Dibs is real. Jungle Dibs is real.
Jungle Dibs is real. Like we said, dem ganks, though. Dem ganks. Holy crap. Welcome back, Arwar. You almost missed a first blood going to Hunter Dibs.
Yeah, no, I was here. I was eating. I didn't want to eat in everybody's ear. I will link that game just because that's it's pretty rough.
All right. All right, Mina jumping out onto ChocobosX right now, but it doesn't look like a whole lot's going to happen with him, or maybe it is. ChocobosX getting really low there. He's got a progress gate out. But I think everything's going to be okay. Reyna eating a binding shot. That may actually influence Tess and Mina to go in on this. I don't think they're going to be able to do much with this, though. Let's take a look at the bottom lane here real quick. Like, they're a little bit of fighting. Looks like Mara's got 2 trees down already. Bramble Crush looks like just going to try to get some last hits with that is what that looked like there. Mina already riding Tess. Putting a little bit of harass onto Reyna. Oh, no. Oh, no. Reyna getting really low. If they get anywhere close to Tess right now, they're going to be eating a fear and probably going to die. So they probably need to go back or hit a potion or something just to, stay up there. Now, our Fenmore, well, Fenmore's just doing Fenmore things. He has no problem staying alive. I hope to see his crazy power build again. This Ash Bell should be man, he says he's never played a game before, but... he's relatively good placement on the Gales. Even though he missed that one, he prevented Mara from going up and last hitting with that placement.
Well, I mean, mechanics translate across games. So just because you've never played a game of Dawnggate doesn't mean you can't hop in and do okay with skill shots and the like.
Yeah.
But yeah, for those of us, for those who were around on Tuesday, the Tylernol is the one that built that crazy power Fenmore build when he had a Vayana in lane. I'm not sure if he can pull it off with an Ashabel, but we'll see.
Well, if the Ashabel can peel for him, it's going to do well. Uh-oh, Dibs coming in for another gank. The Blank is down, so that's going to get him out safely.
So the fun thing about a Dibs gank, in case people are wondering why they're so strong, he has an on-demand slow on a single target, but he can actually use it on like a minion that's behind that target to actually knock them back. You can do an AoE knockback with it. So it's super strong. He can also do his Dream Wrap to speed himself up, but also everybody that's ganking with him. And then his Nightmare adds bonus damage on whoever they're targeting. And he gets caught.
Yeah. Uh-oh, Timbib looks like he's going to go down. Uh-oh, look out. But Basco looks like he's going to get out. No,
falls to the drain.
He is not. The drain's going to get him. I thought maybe that... Man, I miscounted those ticks of drain there. Oh, my gosh. But anyway, Dibs ganks, you were saying. Ripple.
Pretty solid. Pretty solid. But yeah, it's the Nightmare that can really stack up the damage quick if you get him slowed down. And then once he's 6, it's just... Not only can he fly into any lane... going on ChocobosX with Mina here. I don't think they'll be able to pull it off. A key deflect.
Down. Yeah, deflect from Reyna's going to save his life. And now, ChocobosX is going to have to go back. There's no reason for him to stick around there.
The Dibs ult not only gets him to anywhere he wants, it also gives a AoE buff to everybody around him. So he gets a lot of power. Yeah. So it's just 25 power, so it's not a ton. But if he builds power, it'll actually get him a lot. And as a ganking Dibs, you probably want to do that.
Yeah, for sure. So you'll get the bonus power when you come in. And the power ratio on the power is pretty good. It's 15 per 100 power. So, I mean, you come in, you can give, like, your entire party, your entire team, equivalent of a destruction. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, Vito, diving is super strong here as long as you time it well. The big difference is that the longer you're hanging out under the binding, the more screwed you're going to be, because it totally ramps up damage and it doesn't switch off. Like, if you try to juggle aggro between shapers, that doesn't reduce the amount of damage it's going to do. You actually have to have it switch from a shaper to a minion to reset the damage bonus.
Or for it to have nothing to fire on at all. That's the other way to reset it. There's nothing at all to fire on. Wow, action-packed game here. Man, this jungle Dibs, though, I still can't get over that. Tess is 6 already, though, to a 5 and 4 of the spirit side. I mean, the mortal side over here. Uh-oh, Dibs. Dibs coming in. He's only level 4.
Yeah, I think he baited himself in in the bot lane, that kill there.
Oh, and here comes Vasco. It's probably going to kill the Varian. The Test Salt comes down. Severed ties. Goodbye. Reyna may pay next.
Yeah.
Is the Dream wrap up? And maybe be able to save him?
Oh, he got one out.
Oh, it was late.
But it wasn't enough.
Oh.
Finmore tried to go crazy after the calm in the bot lane at the beginning of that, and just didn't have enough damage to
yeah, well, I mean, he had a Viana yesterday. You can do crazy stuff like that with Viana. With an
not with an Ashabel.
Not so much. So maybe he'll build a little more tanky Fenmore this time. Let's see. No, he's starting off with the aggression already. So maybe he's planning to go with that really high damage build. I mean, it's very risky, but it's very rewarding if you can pull it off.
Well, it's actually not as risky as one might think, because you have to remember that all of his defensive stuff, like his heal and his shield, all of that go up with his power. So
that's true.
You're choosing to make him tanky based off landing your abilities, as opposed to just being able to just consistently do stuff over time. And the amount of burst that can come out of him with his Q is insane. Like, it could just chunk somebody if it's got a ton of power behind it. So it's fun to see.
Oh, speaking of chunking somebody, I want to talk about Dib's Nightmare. The damage from the Nightmare and the Bad Dreams from an ally proccing it, that's like level 3 ultimate level damage once it's fully leveled up.
Yeah,
it is ridiculous.
But you're not if you're rushing that. Yeah, if you're rushing that, you just don't have any defense. But because he's in the jungle, like he's jungling by himself, you almost want to see him build damage, because it's he needs to be able to clear. But right now, I think he's relying on ganks. I don't know if that's going to work out great for him.
Wrath of Heaven comes down, does absolutely nothing. Bro's down to about half health right now. Mina's thinking about jumping out here, I think. They'd have to think about if they get any closer than that. That's the crazy thing, though. Mina can just land all this harass, like easy.
Well, if they step out of the minion wave, if you're in free range, or you get too close, and Reyna kind of has to get somewhat close. So I mean, it's a good lane. It's a good lane for Nynrek to actually land all that stuff in. Quick look at the items. We've also we already talked about the aggression of the Finmore. And he's also got a defense, penetration, and Ravager loadout, which actually works like key for that going on. There's a gank in the bot lane, though. My smart cam will not go there. Now it is.
Oh, but now it is. Tylenol.
There's that Tylenol shield, see? He got a storm wall, and his shield was huge, so they did not want to dive that.
Yeah, they saw the storm wall, they saw the shield, and it was like, nope, that JPEG.
Reyna's rocking a growth and a life, which is solid. Dibs has a bunch of greens right now, which he kind of needs to jungle with.
Yeah, he needs that early power.
ChocobosX on Varian has that desire and a power, and then Ashabel has a power and an energy. Definitely good things to go with. On the spirit side, we're actually seeing the resilience start out of Basco, and then you followed it up with an abolition. That's going to go into a conquest. So he's really looking to punch people in the face and do really super fast clears. He's not really building tanky yet. He's relying on his shield to do that. And the King of Masks has something on cooldown. I'm guessing a Purity. Yep. There's that flying gank.
Lands the Ripple. Nightmare coming down, but the good finale is going to lock everybody up here. Wrath of Heaven comes down, and somehow this Fenmore survives and kills the Mara, but he's going to have to get away. I think his Soul Rend is up. It is. A little whiff on the Storm Wall there, but he couldn't fire off the Soul Rend quick enough to get his shield. Yeah, Tylenol living on the edge there, but looks like he fell off.
Yeah, TylerNol says his Q didn't go off. Most likely. Yeah, because otherwise the shield would have been enough to keep him alive.
Yeah, that's a 200 damage shield every 5 seconds right now. It's significant.
Yeah. The King of Masks, though, is building fairly supportish right now. Hopefully we'll see some damage out of him soon. Mara has an ambition already. That's an interesting first purple for the Mara. She wants to be the damagey with the Gladiator and do all the stuff. I guess. I don't know. Pretty crazy.
Well, the biggest thing about
Tess hasn't bought yet. She's sitting on a hunger and 3,500 Vim. TheBro needs to go back and spin that. That's a huge amount of power that they could just be dominating the lane with. And they're not. Mina is it the same way because she's got just the life. All that money, guys, just because you don't have mana and just because you have health doesn't mean you sit in lane the whole time. Like, you got to go back. You got to, like, take advantage of this advantage you've built in your lane. Otherwise, it's all a waste.
That's true, but I mean, just looking at the level difference here, and now they're going to go back. I think they realized it already. TheTylernol coming up here. But I wanted to talk about the ambition on Mara. One of the benefits that Mara gets for standing on her Trees of Life is that she not only gets attack speed, she gets life drain as well. That goes up as she ranks up the trees. So she has life drain on top of life drain. So,
well, I think I don't know that she's well, hold on, I'll click on her and find out. I love that I can do this now. She's she's ranking her Bramble Crush up first, so getting life drain to start against an Ashabel Finmore lane is actually not a horrible idea, but I don't know. We'll see what happens.
But I mean, she's got rank 2 in the trees. That's 8% life drain. That's reasonable.
Yeah,
I mean,
but that just happened.
That's a desire right there. Yeah, true. Uh-oh, fight in the top lane. ChocobosX really low. TED's goes down just to cut off the escape. Nynrek ends up getting him, and Rain is going to go down too.
Oh, missed the uprising though on Rex.
Yeah, probably. No, he didn't miss it. He gave a hammer to the face. He got stunned.
Well, no, he fired it off, and it didn't land.
No. Is he CC immune during that? I don't think he is he?
But it was going in the complete wrong direction, so it didn't matter. I don't think he needed to use it. She was low enough that she was going to die anyway, and there wasn't anybody that you were going to follow up with a kill on, so it didn't matter.
Nope.
Timbim walking into a ward and losing half his health.
Yeah, that happens. You stand in a ward that a King of Mask has, and you know what?
So the Dibs jungle started out solid, and now it's fallen behind. I think mainly because he's not really going for clear. He's going for ganks, and the ganks just aren't turning into anything. No matter what you are in the jungle, you need to always clear, because it's all about Dawngate's all about the role that you pick, and the role is what gets you money. So in the jungle, as a hunter, that means farming jungle creeps. The ganks don't actually get you anything. Like, they're going to get you just the basic default level of money if you actually land it. But being around minions and stuff, like, you're not getting any bonus for that. You got to be killing stuff in the jungle. So it's a bit of a waste if you're not doing that. You got to build to do that too. So the good thing about Dibs though is he can build power, and it buffs both his offense and his defense. So
very true.
Ooh.
But you definitely
got a bit of a DC going on, unfortunately, but hopefully they'll be back shortly.
Yeah, hopefully, Binding fell right around the same time as the DC, and a decent amount of damage coming out from Ashabel right now. What does she have right now? Ashabel has... she just has a Chaos. Hasn't built anything else yet. Uh-oh, Dibs coming in, going to secure the kill onto Chocobo... no, wait a minute. That was the wrong team. I am losing my mind. He may have just revered in here just to die. And you definitely don't want to do that.
Well, that may be what the result is.
Looks like he's going to be okay. Ashabel going down. Dibs is going to fall to the Tess ult. Tess falls down. Drain coming down onto the Mina is going to wipe out half the deflect there. TheTylernol coming in. I don't know if he wanted to do that. He's going to eat a finale and all kinds of burst damage. Bring him down. USAShadow is going to come down right after that. The Force of Nature going to keep her locked up, and the Fear is just going to go ahead and finish off Ashabel there.
Varian's like, I was typing, but okay. Well, don't type. Play.
Don't type. Yeah.
You got to play. Can't stand around, and if you're going to stand around, you got to be standing in your locus.
Yeah. Locus preferably.
That's the only safe place to stand and type. Or if you're on your back dead.
That might not even matter.
Yeah, if you're on your back dead, you can stop and type.
Yeah. See, but that's I guess he got what he wanted. He wanted to stop and type, so somebody killed him, so he had plenty of time to stop and type there.
So the Basco stopped building the Conquest and built a Passion instead, and then a Conviction. I would have finished the Conquest. His clear speed and his
same here.
And his damage would be out insane, and you don't really need that much sustain for him. Not in the jungle, at least. In team fights, sure, but yeah, we'll see. The King of Masks rushed a Chaos, picked up a Power. Mara hasn't shopped much. Tess picked up a Dominance and an Energy with her money that she went back with, while Mina picked up a Pestilence and a Control and a Purity. All solid items for her. Then we're looking. Finmore now has a Destruction and Ambition, which is just really solid. I like that. I think if they were a little closer in levels, they'd be fine, and they're totally getting surrounded and ganked here.
TheTylernol caught out big time. But the shield, that shield though, stasis under the binding, is that going to save his life? There's the shield coming off again. Slow from Tess, but no, it doesn't save
Tentacle
him.
Smacked that ass.
Got him.
What's going on, Michael? Welcome to the stream.
Hey, Michael. Oh, what do you mean, there you go? You know where we are. You know, we can't hide from you. Believe me, we've tried. It did absolutely nothing. You found us anyway.
Oh, he said you go, Gar.
Reyna getting really low
say
here.
there you
There's
go.
the deflect. I'm not sure about that. At least protected the minion's life for a little bit, but I don't know.
So Dibs has a command, which is a good buy for in the jungle, and then a motion. Not as excited about the motion in the jungle. The motion in the ocean, maybe.
Uh-oh, Reyna caught by the uprising. He's going to go down from the sever ties, and auto attack from the bro is going to go ahead and finish up the kill.
There are a lot of ults burned there to get that kill, though. Just have to say that. 4 ults are now down for the spirit side. I don't know that the mortal side could do anything to follow that up, but I think this is where Dibs needs to ult and go take that far top well, but I don't think he's going to.
Yeah, sure
it's
does.
a little late now. The Ashabel building a solid build here with a chaos and aggression.
Yeah, but that's another good thing you brought up about the mortal team. They have a global team. They have 2 sources of global pressure. They have the Ashabel and they have the Dibs.
Yeah.
So Spirit team is not safe anywhere.
We've seen some good.
binding the
we've seen some Ashabel ults coming out trying to help out in other lanes. Unfortunately, there just wasn't the lane pressure to really make it happen.
True.
Tentacles in a tree? Only if Mara was standing, or if there was a Mara tree on top of the tentacles. I don't know. That could happen.
But isn't Mara married? I'm not sure she'd be into something like that.
We're not talking about her home life.
Oh,
just talking about what it looked like on
guys,
screen
sorry,
there.
Oh, gotcha. I'm sorry. Awkward silence.
Why is my ping so high? I have no idea. Mine is actually pretty high too. It was over 100. Earlier it was around 49. Even when we were playing and I was having bad lag.
Vasco gonna have to get out of there. Tailwind pop to go and get him. Vasco may not be able to get out of this. If Reyna's got a hammer, she might be able to do that. Oh, Wrath of Heaven coming down. Gonna land. That's a good slow coming down onto him, but I don't... Yeah, Vasco's gonna get out. But good defense of the Spirit Well. But it did... they had to burn an ultimate for it. Sure, that was
Mara's having major ping issues. Mine's settling down a bit, so I'm not sure. Maybe there's an issue. The next time you get a chance, Mara, you can just like disconnect, like close out the game, leave the game, like do a what is it, Alt F4? I never hit it that way.
Yeah.
And then reload the game. It should bring you right back in.
Ooh, wow. Looks like the party is going to be in the bottom lane. This Tess meter, look at Tess right now has 414 movement speed, and oh wait, she wasn't on her bike. Now she's on her bike. 588 now. Okay, yep. There we go. I thought I was like, wait a minute, why is Tess moving that slow? She has a meter on her. Oh, she wasn't on the bike. Gotcha. That's only a level 1 mount up, so it takes 9 seconds to get the empowered ability.
Yeah.
So right now, there it is, landing out, deleting USAShadow there. Sever Tie's going to go down. They're going to dive the binding, it looks like there. Himika's going to go down there. Oh my god, all the damage coming out there. TheTylernol down in just a second. Yep, got him. Dibs is going to fly in.
Yeah, again, I would have, at that point, Dibs should have ulted to a well and taken a well.
Yeah, I agree.
Your team needs the money. They're really down on money and levels at this point, and that's the difference. Everybody on the Spirit side is level 14, so they're anywhere from 2 to 5 levels above the Mortal side. The only way you're going to come back in that is to farm safely or get those wells for that money.
But so let's think about the situation we have here. We have the Spirit team going for Parasite. There is a Mortal team ward on the Parasite.
Yeah, but Dibs used his ult.
However.
Yeah.
I kind of wish he had his ult to just do the drive-by.
He can do a dream wrap.
He got
it! He got it!
Oh my god, he got it!
The dream is alive!
He die for it, but it's complete worth. Excellent
the dream is alive.
Vanquish.
Sometimes I think you can't get any stupider, and then you do something like that, and totally redeem yourself.
Totally redeem yourself.
Sorry, I had to channel my inner Dumb and Dumber there.
Oh yeah, but that was perfect though. Well, Reyna coming up. Looks like she's gonna be just waiting for the Spirit. Well, I guess that's more from the Fenmore coming up there. They don't want anything to do with this Fenmore.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm just waiting for the chat reaction to the Parasite steal by the Dibs.
I think it already happened. I just don't think. I think they're just like, yeah.
Dibs MVP. There we go.
Yeah.
We have a little bit of delay, folks. So sorry, it's taking us a little while to see stuff. Wow. You get a 4 for nothing, and then you lose the parasite. That's crazy.
Well, they didn't have a ward, right? He was standing, luckily, in the one place they didn't have ward coverage. I'm going to actually click over there right now. But he was actually standing, like, right here in this little alcove. So and there's no coverage. There was no coverage from the ward that just disappeared here to the right. There was no coverage from the left. They got really lucky. Mortal Team picks up a well. They really needed that, too. I'm back to Smart Cam now. They picked up their own side well, though. At some point, when they see... If they can posture near a binding or something, and Dibs can go all the way to the opposite side of the map from everybody once he sees all 5 of them, he can take another well. They will get a huge chunk of change at 20 plus minutes in, since that Wolves wells have not been taken at all.
Looks like
Heavy Iron goes down.
Out. Here comes the Wrath of Heaven, lands on the TheSteelArab. Mina looks like to be in a little bit of trouble there. Oh, look at that shield from TheTylernol. All this shield queue out there, but the finale doing all kinds of damage and wiping him off the map.
Unfortunately, he had just thrown out his wolves. If they'd returned, they had hit at least 2 people, and he would have gotten a huge amount of health back. But he did work there to make that happen.
No,
I mean,
kidding.
it was ultimately, was it a 1-for-1? I think it was a 1-for-1, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Oh, but Timbim with the uprising.
Out by the uprising, but it looks like his Rain is going to be able to peel it off. Yeah, let's take a look at the shield on Fenmore right now is 262 damage, and Dibs flying up to the top spirit wall
plus 75.
Everybody down bottom.
Sovereign's 265 plus 75, so it's 340 damage, yeah. Plus he gets a 262 shield. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I was referring to the shield there.
Oh, okay. Oh, he gets it, but can he get away?
Came in, he gets it, but nah, he ain't.
Even if he dies, it's worth it. That was worth it.
That is complete worth, yes.
The amount of money that the Mortal side just got for that as a team is a hell of a lot better than them just losing Dibs for a moment.
Yeah.
Because they have Striders up.
Yeah.
They're not going to push any
300
Striders.
Vim for the kill versus 1,000 Vim for the entire team from capturing the Spirit Well. Yeah, the Spirit Well definitely worth there.
So quick recap of the items. Fenmore, the only thing he's really picked up is a balance. Well, he's probably turned that into an oppression, I would guess. That's going to be solid for him. Reyna finally picked up a prosperity, a little late, but better than ever. She needs to get that rebirth, probably. I don't even know if I'd finish the rebirth at this point. I'd probably get more tanky stats. The Varian has a resonance and a force and a desire. He really needs to pick up more items, but he's just been Vim-starved. He's a couple hundred away from upgrading. Ashabel has a Chaos and a Destruction, though. Definitely a solid, punchy build there. They're just, you know, at 25 minutes in, you kind of want to see them have 3, but they don't. The Basco, though, does have 3 items. There's not a fight. They're not going in on that. Subjugation. He never finished his conquest, so he's just got an Abolition of Passion. And then he's got that, is that Retribution? Yeah, Retribution, which is solid.
Retribution, yep.
That's going to allow him to stack up some damage from the Fenmore and the Dibs and the Ashabel, take a lot of harass, and then walk up and smack somebody and return some of it. The King of Masks has a Pestilence, a Balance, and a Chaos. So interesting support-ish type build from him. While the Mara has the Vengeance, Ruin, and Ambition. Definitely going for that melee carry. The Tess doing the Veracity with the Dominance, with the Resonance, which lets her chunk pretty hard. She needs something to help out with her ability spam, I would think. Just some pure power in there.
Timbim caught out and deleted.
Destroyed. The Mina has a Pestilence, a Harmony, a Control, and a Time, and a lot of Vim. So hopefully they'll shop again soon.
Did you call out the Justice rush on Timbim?
Did he just? Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah, he just must have just finished that.
Justice in motion.
Yeah.
So he's just trying to be fast. I guess he was inspired by Dragon's Ferris wheel.
Well, so, you got to understand, like, the Justice helps on the Dibs because it's going to speed him up. It's also going to do a lot of damage. So when you go to initiate with that Dream Wrap, then your actual Nightmare that lands on somebody is a lot of damage just in the beginning and at the end. Chocobo doing work to get out of that.
Wow.
Well
nice
played.
Progress gate.
Well played.
Very good.
But he's just got to run back now.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, at least he was able to stop the binding from going down.
Yeah, the parasite steel kept them alive. It stopped the bleeding. It's up to them to not get any more limbs chopped off, though.
What? We'll call it a draw. But you haven't got any arms or legs.
Yeah.
Fine.
So Marcellus, Mina, when she's inside you, she builds up a shield to a max amount. But then the big thing is that she can jump out to a target location and fear everybody in that area. So while she's in you, not only does she give you a shield, she also gives you kind of a strong presence in lane, simply because no one wants to necessarily get too close to you for fear of getting caught in that fear.
Exactly. But that's also the inherent weakness of Mina, too. As soon as she jumps out,
she has to wait
key
a
to the
long
heart goes
time.
on cooldown.
Yeah.
13 seconds before cooldown reduction. So it's a long time where you can beat up on somebody. If she ever misses a oh no, Dib's walking right into Mina and Tess.
And there's how that fear works.
Yep.
Just yeah, like right now it's still a 10-second cooldown, and she's got 3.5 items, so
yeah,
you know.
It'll only get lower as the game progresses.
Well, if she builds haste.
If she builds more haste. Tylenol, are they going to go
doing some chunkage.
Looks like they are.
He's got his ult out. Oh, but getting jumped on by everybody else. Yeah.
Basco, okay. Ashbel had to blank out there. Himikia, you know what? I'm not sure I would even try to kill the Reyna. I'm sure it's just not even worth it at this point there. Yeah, Basco went after the low health Ashbel.
Himikia needs to fight this under a binding, not between. That was just a bad choice.
But it's too late.
Yeah.
Triple kill for the Basco.
Well, the problem is they're getting caught out.
But the worst thing about it is they got caught out just as Parasite came back.
Well, no, Parasite had been up for a little bit. Parasite was up before all that fight started. And that's why you have to really be careful not to get caught out. I think Timbim was trying to get... Oh, this might delay the Parasite take.
Yeah, it will.
We'll see what happens.
Tess and Mina rotating.
He's not, Tess can catch him all the way across the map with her.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it was a great idea. It was a great idea, but what he needed to do was wait until... well, I guess they didn't have a vision on Parasite. But,
no, there was no vision on Parasite.
I think that's how he got caught out, so... Yeah, Sifu, keep it to team chat, man. They know what's going on. That's what was getting them caught out, is they were trying to place wards, and there were people waiting for them. So once your vision falls down because you've let it fall, then it's next to impossible to get it back up again if they're waiting for you in the jungle. And that's kind of what they're getting caught in right now. But so far it's a bit quicker of a game. I mean, it's 30 minutes in. There's nowhere near done, but the Spirit team is trying to just really shut them down completely. They're all level 19 and level 20 versus anywhere from 13 to 16 at the highest. So they need to really use that level and item advantage and make a finish here.
Yeah,
I think they just needed Parasite.
Yeah, Dark Lord Sutek. 18 seconds to solo cap a well. Actually goes down 2 seconds for each additional person you have standing on it too.
Yeah. So here's a look at items for everybody. As you can see, I'm just leaving the tab up. Nothing's going on. Mortal side definitely doesn't have the items that they're going to need here. Spirit side needs to go back and shop. Some of them shopped, but not all of them have, since taking Parasite and those wells. But you need to use that item advantage and then shut everybody down. I think they're just going to rotate and push, though. Yeah. But like Basco's sitting on 2,300, Mara's sitting on 2,600, Tess has 1,200. That could make this push a lot easier. But they're just going to shove in their advantage.
Yeah, they might as well just finish the game at this point here. TylerNol
getting zoned off by Himikia. Himikia was doing what he could to zone them off, but the rest of the team just couldn't get there in time.
For sure. This is one of those times where you want to have an influence on your
FestiveCaptain is going to feed them a kill here if he's not careful.
I don't think so.
That binding was chewing him up.
Timbim's down.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. He got out.
There we go.
That's going to be a GG.
Yeah, absolutely.
They've got Striders pushing in the bot, so there should be more than enough damage coming through here. It's all good, Marcellus. Right. Thanks for hanging out.
Oh yeah, but thanks for just coming by. I mean, just you showing up to watch the stream is more than we could ever ask for. I mean, the people who come in and play, and the people who donate or actually otherwise help us out on the site.
Mara got a Fate and to go with the Ruin and a Rebirth.
Michael Bay, and with the Vengeance too. So we had the Michael Bay Mara. I guess the minion wave could have just finished this Guardian.
Yeah.
That was one heck of a wave.
That's what happens when you choose the hunter. I'm just gonna call it and say it. When you choose the hunter role, you can't hit random, guys. Can't hit random. You can hit random if you're in lane, but you shouldn't really do that if you're the jungler. There are just too many problems with that.
Draken got away with it last time, but yeah.
Yeah, well, the Vex has a strong. I will say this, as odd as this is to say, Vex has a stronger jungle than Dibs. Based with the items, with the items that he was building, the jungle Dibs needed to go just power. It was just rough. That's okay. I'm going to do a giveaway, guys, and then I will give away once since it was only 30 minutes, and then I'll get a new lobby started. So remember, just go ahead and punch numbers into the chat until somebody wins. It's between 1 and 100. You will get the ward here on Twitch.
All right, now, if this game goes really, really long, I may leave you early. You know that, so.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. The best thing that the jungle Dibs, though, that steal, the parasite steal.
Yeah, that was
kind of made it worth. I mean, you got a highlight play out of that just for that.
That and that level 2 gank coming out, that was pretty
yeah,
good
he
too,
did solid. Well, that's just it. He
Yeah.
did really solid early, and then I think he tried to really rely on the ganks, and as a hunter, you can't do that. As a predator, you can. You got to just keep your normal jungle rotation going. So.
Yeah, when you're the hunter, you need to take advantage of that. I mean, there's 2 dual lanes there. If you just focus on farming your jungle and then just taking ganks as they become available without you having to waste a lot of time on them, you'll lever quicker than the dual lanes.
And a Dibs never has to hang out for a gank, because once he's 6, he can
doesn't.
just ult in somewhere once he sees an advantage.
Exactly.
You just got to make sure you don't go across vision, like through the lane, like across somebody or something like that. That's no good. But yeah, it shows in the match 32-5 in kills. All those 5 kills were early in the game, and mostly by the Fenmore too.
Yeah,
he was doing solid work.
Mm-hmm.